place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself. Let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss, and the recapable moments. So keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 live in the building. Best crew out there filming. 58 live in the building. Best crew out there filming. 58 Live is the best in the business. Check out our live cast. You could be a witness. Whether swing of the bat or a strikeout at home plate. No missing the action. There ain't no way. The commentary keep you valiant through laughs and analysis of the competition, posting offline statuses. 58 Live touches down, it's a score. In the red zone, tackle 7 more. You know it's a slam dunk, it's a shooting score. You know welcome, one and all. Let's go! It's time to get it started. It's time to stand to your feet. Competition sits at the door, hoping to serve you defeat. Coaches, get out your playbook.
That's right, gentlemen and ladies and children of all ages. Saturday Night Football is upon us at 7 o'clock. Getting ready to watch some APDFL Showdown. I'm excited. Are you?
It's game time. And it's Saturday night.
We got the Thrashers of Georgia taking on the Cobras of Georgia. It's a Georgia Showdown. I got Adam Collins and Craig Chapman sitting by. It's going to be a great night here. Game of the week. Are you ready?
Are you getting a W or an L you report? If you win or you lose, you got to learn every day. When you get on the field and hear game noise on each play, it's the fight to the finish and the battle of titans where all the competition keep the senses all heightened. It's game time. And it's Saturday night where the only shots taken is on the field tonight. It's game time. And it's Saturday night where the only shots taken is on the field tonight.
Hey, just like that, I got the two greatest guys this side of the Mississippi. Hey, that Coca-Cola cup, can you move it away?
I got it.
You're slight as a mouse in a trap. Hey, I'm Bo McMichael, and guess who these two ragamuffins are? We got one ragamuffin, Adam Collins, and the other ragamuffin, Craig Chapman. All right, gentlemen, are you not excited? Come on, tell me how excited you are.
Wait, we are so excited.
Come on, how excited are you, man? I mean, Adam, I don't feel like the energy's there with you, buddy.
Scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably sitting somewhere around a 13.
Dude, you had a free chili tonight. How was that chili?
That was good.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. We're here live on the 58 Live, Saturday night game of the week, getting ready to start. We've got a lot of other action going on across the leagues. Georgia Noles are taking on the Florida Falcons, kicking off at 7 o'clock. We got halftime action. Carolina Elite taking on the South Carolina Eagles up in South Carolina, hence the theme South Carolina right there. Gentlemen, what did y'all think of that first game that you witnessed over up in South Carolina as well? The Northeast Georgia Wolverines versus the Gaffney Braves. Craig, you go first, man.
Pretty interesting game. I thought that the Wolverines displayed their big play ability throughout the game, plus, their ability to turn you over on defense. I think Gaffney's got some playmakers. Need to clean up the turnovers and probably shore up their pass defense just a little bit.
Okay. We do have Dorian Johnson on the line to give us an update at halftime. Dorian, if you want to join in with us right now, give us an idea of what's going on down at the up in the Carolina Elite game. Dorian, can you hear us okay?
All right, so can you hear me okay?
Oh, buddy, we can hear you like you're right next door. I mean, are you there or are you not there? Tell us what's going on, man.
Well, first off, we have the Carolina Elite have a lead over the South Carolina Eagles, 20-0. We've had some nice. The Elite have been able to just get some points on the board from big plays, based on big plays. So we've had a 46-yard pass from Jordan Scotland to number 2, Darius Freeman. Then we also had a nice 64-yard run by Fonsby Clyburn, and that's really been the difference between two teams here.
How has the atmosphere been so far? A lot of fans there?
Talent and just be able to outrun and outrun the Eagles.
Okay. We were watching a little bit of it during our game on that part. How's the atmosphere been so far there, Dorian?
It's definitely been kind of lively here on the we are set up on the Carolina the elite sideline, and their fans have been very active and loud, as well as their players as well. So it's definitely been a very interesting atmosphere so far.
We're happy to have the brothers McMullins, or the brothers Johnsons, on site tonight. Devin and Dorian heading up to South Carolina. How bad was the drive, sir?
Oh, not bad. Actually, relatively smoothly. We drove up 85 without a problem. Had to take some toll roads, unfortunately, to get to our location. But, it was a relatively easy drive.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you with us, and thank you so much. Hey, at the end of the game, call in. I'll pay attention. Give us an update of what the outcome was, man. I know you're about to start the game. We're over here in Atlanta getting ready for the Thrashers versus the Cobras, so that should be a lot of fun. And you'll hear Dorian Johnson on many conduits here on the Score 58 Network getting ready for Semi-Pro and Women's National Professional Football League. Very excited about it. Dorian, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
You're welcome, sir. We'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Bye. Hey, gentlemen, look at technology in its finest right there. Do you just, wake up every day going how wonderful that is? And it worked out real well. Can y'all hear me okay? I mean, y'all look like bumps on the log. Did I not tell you about energy, man?
You did.
Come on. I mean, if you can't have – look at this, gentlemen. I'm gonna go away from you right now. Look at this multi-camera angles. We got 4 angles tonight. We got 2 sideline cameras. We got a press box, and we got an end zone. And I know you being an offensive lineman there, Coach Collins, you love some end zones. So
I do love the end zone.
I know you do.
It's the best view to watch a football game from.
I know you enjoy that on that part, so that's great on that. Oh, everybody loves a Commodian. Everybody loves a Commodian. All right, so talk to me a little bit about what you think the game, the keys to the game right now.
Go ahead, Coach Collins.
Well, I mean, special teams is always something that comes up.
Why is that?
Because it's a third of the football game, and it goes unnoticed a lot of times unless there's a huge play. But I'm not even talking about a huge play. I'm talking about no bad snaps. I'm talking about no blocked kicks. I'm talking, those are things that change the complexity of a game.
Hidden yardage.
If you block a kick, 90% of the time you'll win that game.
Okay.
That's a Noel Mazzoni little tidbit right there.
Absolutely is. And you from speaking on that special teams right there, if you punt from your from the 50 and you can pin them inside the 10, then you flip the field, then anything's on the table. You don't know how well the team that you're playing is going to be on special teams, so you back somebody up, give yourself an opportunity for a short field, which is what I was talking about with hidden yardage.
And then last, third downs. We talk about third downs all the time, and it's simplistic. It's a simplistic view of football. But I heard Lou Holtz say one time, football's always about third down. He said it's about getting off the field when you're on defense, and it's about extending drives. That's what football is about.
I'm an offensive guy, so I prefer to never get to third down. But if you can win, if you can be 55 to 60% on third down, the extra number of plays that it gives you, it allows you to wear a defense down so that 3 and 4 yard plays become 6 and 7 yard plays, become big plays by the end of the game. It's just a simple thing of the number of plays that you get to run on offense versus the number of plays that you have to defend. If you get first downs, then your defense has to play less plays, which means they're fresher, which means at the end of the game, you've got a chance to come up with big stops. And that's just the way you're trying to do it. Now, turnovers, that's an entirely different story. The first game of the day, we saw a ton of turnovers. And one of those turnovers led to a touchdown for Gaffney, but it didn't really factor into the final score. But at the time, it tied the game up at 14. All right, and then it forced the Wolverines to go on a little run there. But in that run, they had 2 interceptions, all right, and I think they ended up with 4 interceptions for the game.
Yeah.
All right, it's always nice. Across that. So, gentlemen, talk to me a little bit. Why play semi-professional football? Give me some ideas. We're live here on our Game of the Week, so a lot of people have that idea that, hey, what is this? And you've had an opportunity, as Craig, you said, 6 weeks or 6 years that you've had this chance to do that. So talk to me a little bit about that. We are waiting for the refs because that's what we always do.
That's a high school baseball.
Yeah, we're waiting on the refs. Life. Yeah, it is. And when they show up, we'll be ready for the game. Kickoff is supposed to start at 7 o'clock. So if you're with us on that part, that's no problem.
Hey, we see a striped shirt on the screen.
Uh-oh, watch it now. That sounds like a lion roar right there. So,
but I enjoy watching semi-pro football, but I would think now with what is happening in the game of football, you're starting to see a trickle-down effect from the NFL, and we talked about it in the first game, from the NFL to the USFL to the XFL, arena leagues, and now you're getting these professional development leagues. So guys are getting back into playing football. Some of these guys may have had their opportunity to play in college thwarted because of two things: COVID or the transfer portal, which the transfer portal giveth and it taketh away in opportunities. But when you're looking at it from this perspective, there's an opportunity here where you can put some football on film and get yourself back in the game that way. That's one of the things that I like about it.
And what about you, Adam?
I mean, I just think it's a great opportunity for guys, and I think semi-pro runs the spectrum. I've had the opportunity to see guys play who were our age, which is amazing that they can do anything. But
29, you said.
You have guys, you have guys that come out there and that can do that. But then you have these guys that aspire to move up, to get back to school, or to get looked at. We know players that have gone on to play big arena stuff or signed contracts to go play big arena stuff. And in the last few years, we've had some, hiccups in the road here.
Yep.
But I think it's just a great opportunity. And the thing I love about semi-pro is it's very much like the college game to me. It's very pure, and I love that about it.
Okay. I definitely understand that in that situation. Well, you can see right here, you see our 4 angles. We got an end zone rolling, and we got a press box rolling. And we got our 2 sideline cameras here. We will work on our introductions. They did a great job of getting that all squared away. Probably won't take care of it tonight because we don't want to mess up too much in that sense. Cobra is going to be in white. Thrasher is going to be in blue. This is an APDFL matchup. Do y'all remember the rankings from last week on the APDFL?
That would be a negative.
Come on. I mean, why do you get paid the big bucks?
If anybody's going to remember, it was going to be Craig, so –
I remember that we had a game last week, but this week at school was rough. So I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You're not gonna be able to pull that off. Is that what you're telling me, man?
I had to put in some overtime this week. We had baseball and football meetings in the morning, and then basketball banquet.
You're willing to say, "Hey, I'm not willing to."
I am not taking that shot.
All right. So right now, this is the preseason rankings because the Commissioners Kickoff Classic that was last week that we had an opportunity to do. And thank you so much for the APDFL. We're going to have, if Bernard Hunt's available, we're going to be sending him a nice little link. He'll join in us here shortly if he's watching this particular game. This is number 3 versus number 4. No, my bad. Number 2 versus number 4. I'm working on that. It's early, gentlemen. Keep me awake. That's your goal.
Got you.
I appreciate that, man, on that part. But 2 versus 4 matchup. What's your thoughts here? I mean, it's preseason. I mean, everybody has their ideas about preseason. So what are your thoughts? Adam, you go first. You had a chance to see the Cobras. We've had a chance to see the Thrashers. We're kind of lucky that we've seen both teams.
I think the Cobras are really good defensively. That's going to be the matchup is the Cobras defense versus the Thrashers offense because I think the Thrashers are pretty prolific offensively. It's gonna that's the game within the game.
Okay. The game within the game. I like it, man. It sounds good. And he gets dead silence. He just can't even play off of that.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. I can only write the script.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Well, gentlemen, we do have some kickoffs already. We got the Georgia Noles taking on the Florida Falcons. We'll pop into that game here shortly. Unfortunately, it's in a horrendous environment, meaning the unless you're watching it on a small phone, that's about it because we had to go at 480. This is an APDFL matchup, and we also have the Eagles and the Elite out of the AFA. Yeah, AFA, I did that right.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's 20-0 on that setup. So we do have some great games going on right now, bringing you on that part. But, bottom line is, if you were to pick, a front runner right now in your brain, Adam, and I don't ever like my commentators picking a game here. Who holds the edge offensively right now, the Thrashers or the Cobras?
Oh, the Thrashers.
Okay, so you give them that check mark to the Thrashers. What about you, Craig? Thrashers or Cobras on the that side?
I'm gonna stay with Coach right here. I think that the Thrashers have the upper hand on offense, although. The last time we saw them, they were very vanilla in what they did. But I think that there's some things that they didn't want to show that they have shown in the past.
Okay.
Let's just put it to you that way. We've seen them play before, and, it looked a little bit different in the scrimmage, and I think they were working on some things and maybe wrong. But, I think the Cobras last week in that 14-7 victory – proved that they could get off the field on defense. And with that being the thing, I think the matchup is how do the Thrashers, attack the Cobras defense, and what do the Cobras have to do to get off the field? Because if they can't get off the field and they fall behind, I think it's a long night for them.
I would agree. Defensively, what do you think, Adam?
I mean, I got to give the defensive edge to the Cobras. I thought they played really well defensively against what I thought was a much improved Tigers offense. So defensively, I think they have the edge. And we'll see. We'll see how they match up against somebody who I think is a really good offense. It's hard to tell sometimes, and football is just one of those weird things where it's about matchups. It's about can your best cover corner cover their best receiver? How do the offensive and defensive lines match up? That's going to be the tale of the tape tonight.
Well, one thing I remember from watching the Thrashers play their preseason game was your comments, Coach Collins, on how their defensive front. And I remember talking about them. And then, knowing that they got a guy like Brandon Smith who played at UGA, in their secondary. So, we've seen what – the Cobras are on defense. We've seen the Thrashers play on defense. What I know about them is if the Cobras can't run the football and they're forced into a one-dimensional game, it's going to, like I said, it could turn into a defensive struggle real fast.
And silence is abundance. June 25th, National Presidential Cup Championship live here out of Atlanta, Georgia. Very excited. There are actually 3 championships going on that weekend. The WNFC Championship out of Texas. That's the Women's National Football Conference. The AFA looks like they just announced they're going to do their June 25th. They're going to do a championship. It looks like the APDFL
is championship weekend.
I know. Hey, you talk about stress right there. That'd be very entertaining to see where Score Sports ends up on that part. Texas, Atlanta, or it looks like going to be up in Tennessee in that situation.
Whereabouts in Tennessee?
I do not have that answer right now, but I appreciate you asking. I'm going to just use the whole Tennessee state at this point.
Okay.
Before we mark it down.
It's kind of big.
It's broad. It's
very long. It's very long state.
It is. It's a broad subject.
Like if you ever driven to Memphis, it's a long drive.
Maybe in Memphis, and maybe we can take a flight.
Well, you end up cutting through Mississippi, which seems odd, right?
I understand that. Sometimes in and out on that part. So it's nice to have everybody else on the air right now here on the WNFC, the APDFL Game of the Week. Bowman Michael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. Gentlemen, let's watch a little bit of ball game. It's 28-0 the Elite. I'm going to go ahead and pop that over and let y'all talk a little bit of football because, who wants to watch somebody just hanging out? So this is we're pending this action here. This is in the third quarter. Elite looks like they got the hands down, and we'll go up to the Noles and the Falcons here after this particular series. But I'll let y'all talk a little bit of football right now and get everybody ready before we get started this other game. Go ahead, gentlemen.
All right. Well,
We come into a 28-0 game, and may we ask what uniforms, who's in what, white and black? Okay.
is the Elite in black?
The Elite is in white.
Okay, so
That's what I
The
thought.
Eagles
That's
are in
why
black.
It
Gotcha.
was
All
like
right.
a
You're
trick.
asking questions, which is wonderful.
It was a trick.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't.
Oh, tricky. I'll play that music next. Don't worry about it. Listen to
Okay.
you.
That was funny.
Nah, I hear you, bud.
All right, so the Eagles with some work to do, wouldn't you say, Coach Collins?
I would say yes. Looks like they're in a spread doubles look. And
This
everybody's rolled down right here.
is
So
straight man across the board
and
flying to the ball. Did you see that?
yeah,
Everybody from the secondary when the ball was released, it was meet at the receiver.
I think it's time for a pump fake on that one.
Yeah, because then there will be somebody wide open,
Just running down the sideline.
or the seam, or anywhere else in the middle of the
Well,
field.
yeah, he was a seam defender, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. And if if we're looking at this, and the Elite are just going to play straight cover zero across the board, then you're going to have to do some things where offensive coaches aren't supposed to call it a pick route; they're supposed to call it a rub route. So I don't ever subscribe to that. You're just going to have to pick somebody to get somebody free right here.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're going to throw crossing routes, which are great man beaters, but they're slow to develop a lot of times.
So you've got 5 in the box. So you got a safety up high. Trying to run the jet outside.
Yeah, no doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, Coach. Running the jet to a place where there's an unblocked defender, that linebacker rolling over the top right there, it's hard to do. You better be really, really, really fast. And I mean really fast.
Again, that's why, a lot of teams will pull somebody or send somebody down inside to block.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's a whole new situation formationally. We got a little leg day workout. Is that how you felt, Bo?
That's how I feel. It's not how I felt.
Felt his past tense.
I felt his past tense like I don't feel that anymore.
We're in a continuing statement.
Well, I'm going to show you the routine. I will, and I'll let your 45-year-old man, Craig.
46.
Do you do
Okay.
jazz hands at the end?
Oh, no. There's no jazz hands. There is
You
a
said
lot
routine,
of –
so.
Yeah, there's –
Can I ask a question, Coach Collins? Do you see what I see? They got trips. They had trips, and they had 2 backs in the backfield. Now, unless they only had 4 offensive linemen, I don't think that's legal.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12.
12. Yeah.
And I don't see a penalty flag.
I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You could also go 1, 2.
Both of y'all. Gentlemen, you're killing me.
We love to count.
It's called bonus coverage here on Score 58 Network.
Oh,
Is
man.
that like the bonus timeout?
No, because that was 2-minute warning that
Bonus
Craig
down.
lost.
Bonus down.
Hey, all I'm saying is the referee pointed at the other team.
Did we lose all credibility?
No, not
Because,
yet.
because it was based off of what we were watching
It wasn't
the officials
live.
do?
It was on a pay-per-view schedule, so it's
Okay.
not somebody can rip the
Okay.
pay. Oh, that's a good pass. The Knowles in black. Hey, look at this. Help me out here. We got 2 jerseys with no white jerseys. We got a black jersey and a blue jersey. You okay with that there, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I can't read the numbers on the blue jersey because they're
Well-
gold.
Well,
I'm perfectly okay with it. I think that we ought to play Lamar with our red jerseys and them wear their navy jerseys.
well, the one thing that I've always liked is the color rush game in the NFL. I know everybody has their own feelings about that, but, I mean, it's always very interesting to see. Right now we have the Georgia Knowles down in Macon, Georgia, taking on the Florida Falcons here in the first quarter. This is a little bonus coverage. You have to pay to watch. If you want to pay, I'll throw the screen up if you're trying to figure out, hey, how can I watch this after this play? I'll throw that up there, and you can tune in and watch the Falcons play the Noles. We had an opportunity to watch the Noles last year out of Macon. Oh, almost a pick right there. Once again, this is our barcode. This will take you to Score 58 Network. Scroll on Spring Football, and boom, you're right there. You can find the Noles helmet, click on that, and be able to rock and roll. It's great having an opportunity to bring that to you, so feel free to be able to watch that if you're sitting here on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook.
Or Space Face?
No, not Space Face. I mean, that's not necessarily something we want to talk about right now.
Twittergram.
Oh,
Twittergram.
boys. It's early. Okay.
Hey, well, you told us to bring
we haven't
energy.
even, I know,
We are
and you're
there.
doing a good job. We haven't even had an opportunity to call our real game. Oh, we got 4 refs on the field.
Uh-oh.
I got a call from Maya Barrett that says refs are coming. Oh, I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Okay, we'll stay here.
We'll keep this.
We'll hold down the fort, my friend.
We'll keep the studio anchored. I mean, now, Coach, you like the Falcons uniforms?
I do. I like
You
gold.
like blue and gold?
I like gold helmets.
I do too.
I mean, I just
Well, if we could go back in history,
Don't even start. 'cause
Come on.
this still
Come on.
irritates
we
me.
would wear gold helmets and we would be Columbia and Vegas gold, and that would look
do you
awesome
understand
together.
what that
Do you know
Columbia
what
blue and Vegas gold?
I remember when they
That would've looked
When they
amazing.
released the school colors, and the initial report was our uniforms were supposed to look like UCLA.
San Diego,
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA.
I would have gone. I would have been down with UCLA, San Diego Chargers. I'd have been down with any of that. But instead,
I'd be down.
What
But,
I
hey,
looked like was a giant Smurf.
No.
That's what I. That's
and
what
you
I
know
looked
what? We
like.
represented the Smurf tradition, okay? La 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 la.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what was worse?
What's that, buddy? Easter egg.
We had powder blue sweatsuits.
I know.
And I'm not going to mention what
wrestling.
color yellow it is.
I know. It's pea yellow, brother. You can mention it.
I was
We're live
so
on the air.
happy when my senior year we bought. That's when the wrestling team was the first group to integrate Navy.
Yep. And there's some people that went with the jackets and stuff like that. It was that. Hey, anybody to wear a cowboy hat out there?
His name's
Number
got to be
54.
Tex.
Oh, come on. Hey, we get an opportunity. Who's number 54 for the Thrashers?
Number 54. Oh, it's 2 people. Okay.
Oh, who is it going to be?
And they're both offensive linemen.
Who do you think it's going to be? One's a center and one's an OL.
If he's wearing a hat, it's got to be Perry Law, don't you think?
Because he's the law dog.
Yeah.
Perry Law.
Law dog don't
Law
roll.
just don't go around here,
here.
Mr. Candace Law Dog.
Look at that. Perry Law, Southside University.
Actually, his name is Law Perry, according to this.
No.
You know, I tried,
just got to reverse. I didn't spend the time. Law's the first name. Perry's the last name. See the comma?
That's
Have
what
you guys ever wondered what Ike had against slaw dogs?
Listen to you.
I don't get it.
It's a Tombstone reference for those people that are not watching this right now. We have just lost a lot of viewership because they're trying to figure that out. So, all right.
Well, that's what I'm here for, to challenge the crowd.
And you're going to challenge them tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a 1080 production here in the sense of we got a high definition across the board. It's nice. It's out of all our broadcasts tonight. This is the cleanest broadcast that we've gotten. So,
Doof.
I'm excited about that. We got 4 camera angles. I'll be asleep before 8:30.
you shall not.
No, you shall not pass. So, but I'll work on my focus and making sure I can bring the names up for all the players, as long as my wonderful announcers get that opportunity to call out the players.
Call out the numbers, man.
That's one of the greatest scenes in movie history.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
You shall not pass.
Okay, I was thinking there was something with calling out the numbers. All right, so we're a little bit lower than we normally like, but they are at Duluth. It's a youth league park. It's a great field to be able to see that. I love that we get actually an AstroTurf field to be able to do that. It'll challenge Craig and his mathematician mind of where they're at.
Yes, absolutely.
And I can only suggest Teddy Robertson is doing our stats for the game, and good luck, Teddy. That's why you get paid the big bucks, man. Peanuts over dollars. So excited about that on that part. It's 34-0 Elite over the Eagles, 0-0 the Falcons and the Noles. And let's get ready for some football action here out of Duluth, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. We're getting ready for some football action. Sit tight with us. We're bringing you the Georgia Thrashers versus the Georgia Cobras in APDFL action.
Welcome, one and all. Let's go! It's time to get it started. It's time to stand to your feet. Competition's just at the door, hoping to serve you defeat. Coaches, get out your playbooks. Players, get pads and cleats. Fans, get out your merchandise. Make it loud as they need. Refs, get out your whistles. It's time to get it ready. Run up and down silence. Make sure the call is steady. Minutes before the action and the matchups announced. It's time to go to war, not giving it out. It's game time. And it's Saturday night. Where the only shots taken is on the field tonight. It's game time. And it's Saturday night, where the only shots taken is on the field tonight. Are you playing at home or trying to win on the road? Did your fans follow you or did you come out alone? You made it here with your team with all the fan support. Are you getting a W or an L you report? If you win or you lose, you gotta learn every day. When you get on the field, to hear game noise on each play. It's the fight to the finish and the battle of titans, where all the competition keep the senses all heightened. It's game time. And it's Saturday night, where the only shots taken is on the field tonight. It's game time. And it's Saturday night, where the only shots taken is on the field tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's brought to you by Donnie Dorsey, my man behind the mix on the tapes. Adam, Craig, you okay with that song?
I love it, man. And we've got a correction already. That the man in the cowboy hat is Mr. Crawford.
Mr. Crawford?
I can read his name on the back of his jersey.
Okay, so is Crawford the other 54?
It is.
Okay. Well,
the 54, not the other 54.
That is the 54.
We got number 2, number 0, number 854, and 93 representing the Thrashers. I do enjoy game time on a Saturday night. I'm much appreciative of the Cobra uniforms. They bust out with the red uniforms last week, and it just blew my mind.
They had the gold numbers. They were sweet.
They were, but we couldn't read them. But now we can actually give them props. They deferred.
They did.
Yes. So we'll see that. Hey, side note, the Atlanta United are playing in Denver tonight.
It's snowing?
Yeah. Yeah. You listen to too much talk radio like me.
I have an hour drive,
I know.
there
so
and
you
back.
listen to that on that snow. It's snowing. It was 75 degrees yesterday. It is snowing today in Denver, Colorado. Best thing out of Denver, Colorado is
the interstate.
Adam Collins.
Denver. The Atomic Cowboy.
Thank you. All right.
All I was talking about was the long drive.
That's Kansas, man. That's just the state of Kansas.
Yeah,
buddy.
nobody wants to go to Kansas.
No,
it's just dust in the wind.
Yes.
Anybody from Kansas, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm sorry you live there.
But you just did offend them by saying that?
It was miles and miles and miles of
unless you're a fan of windmills.
Wind turbines, and some of them were broken.
Hey, I'm happy that we had the opportunity to have that experience.
It was great.
It was a good journey that we probably take with ourselves to the cows come home.
Windmills and terrible breakfast food. That's what Kansas is known for.
Well, that's what you picked, man. You had
it
one
had
job.
good reviews,
You had
man.
one job, buddy.
It had good. The other
one job.
I tell you what, the Atomic Cowboy made up for all of it.
Wait 1 second here. No, because what?
The Atomic Cowboy made up for all of that.
Yeah.
Ask Craig if that was not the best meal we ate the whole
Craig,
time we were
if
there.
you respond with the word yes, big man, it's going to take a long time for that Cash App to come through this week. I'm just letting you know that. Craig's like, it was horrible. I give it negative stars.
I take my chance right here to impose my Fifth Amendment rights. Not incriminating myself.
Well, hey, we're ready for this Duluth, Georgia action between the Thrashers and the Cobras. APDFL getting ready for kickoff. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. We've got a whole crew on site. We got Maya Barrett, Jonathan Matthews, James Fair, Joey Bag of Donuts, and DeAndre. I'm not blind, but I'm wise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy yourselves. Relax, and let's get ready for some football here on a Saturday night. 7:30 kickoff. No, not 7 o'clock, 7:30. You just read it wrong there, Adam. You need to read it better, sir.
Oh, I've been working on it, man.
I know you are, buddy. All right,
reading
I'm going to hand it over to you.
Fundamental.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the bold statement Saturday.
I am. I'm going to get it up here in a minute with just my opinion and let him talk and let him say whatever he wants to say and get it out of his system. All right, I'll be quiet. I'm going to get myself producing and be quiet. Take it away, gentlemen. Great game for the Thrashers and the Cobras. APDFL in full effect here on the Game of the Week here on the Score 58 Network. Have fun, gentlemen.
First things first, let's give props to the feed, man. This is
I mean,
crisp.
It is nice.
Very crisp. So get a chance to look at the Thrashers offense first.
Looks like Alex Williams out to kick for the Cobras. Nice, deep kick. Coming back around the left side. Just going to slip down right there. Looking at the turf.
Well, you know how that's going to play out right here, Coach. It was pretty warm today. So as soon as the temperature starts to drop, that turf's going to become pretty slick.
Indeed, man. It's you just got to deal with the playing surface, though. That's one of those things. And great job right here by the crew. Just I'm with you. Props.
It's like Taylor's going to start at quarterback tonight for the Thrashers.
Let's keep on Taylor coming in at QB.
Ball has been put into play, and we are ready to go.
And here's the matchup we wanted to see. We wanted to see the Thrashers offense and the Cobras defense.
Yes, we did.
I've been thinking about this since last week, since we watched that game, thinking about this matchup.
So it should be very interesting to see how it all unfolds as we go through this.
All right. 1st and 10. Taylor's going to go under center. Kind of an offset eye look. There's the give. And he splits it. Nicely done. Nice run right there by number 12. That is 12, right?
It is.
Kevin Williams. And he's brought down by number 1, DeCoven Ware. It's interesting to me of the captains that they sent out 3 captains for the Cobras. 3 of those are defensive guys.
Absolutely. You go where your bread is buttered at, Coach.
Taylor, deep handoff off the right side. That's going to get jammed. That's a log jam right there. There's no telling who was there first. Looks like, maybe number 26 got there first for the Cobras. That's Harry Burt.
Gain of 1 right there. It'll be 2nd down and 1, or 2nd down and 9. If you gain 1 yard and it's 2nd and 1, that's not very challenging, is it, Coach?
No. That would make this a very easy game to play.
It would, and it is definitely not an easy game to play.
It's anything but that, right?
We can have the argument on what's the toughest sport to play from an athletic standpoint, but from a mental capacity and a physical capacity, I would argue this all day.
I think so. It's a really good combination of the two.
Nowadays, very peculiar names.
A lot of funny names.
Like Sticky Fields.
Sticky Fields.
Goofy Dan. Boopy Bobber. Booby Bobber.
I know all those.
Nice tough run right there up the gut. Going to squeak out a couple yards right there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 right here for the Thrashers.
So far the Cobra defense holding well.
Yeah, after that first big run on 1st down, caught them with a cutback on that first run. So
where do you go here?
I'm thinking that you're in gun and it's something short. They tend to throw a lot of curl routes, and so you're going to get a flat curl look maybe right here. Something easy to throw.
Well, you called it. Taylor's in the gun. There's a snap. Looking downfield, good pocket, lets it fly, has a receiver. There he goes, breaks back inside, breaks a tackle. If I'm not mistaken, that's number 17, Javion Wilson on the reception.
And that'll bring up a 1st down. Just ran trips and had a little out route off the clear out. And nice throw and catch right here. Stays in bounds and then turns it up the field for a huge pickup on 3rd and 6. So, the Thrashers doing a nice job of not only, picking up the first down and handling that third down scenario you talked about earlier in the broadcast, but keeping the clock moving. A nice inside give right there.
Good move, little inside out move right there. Go ahead down the sideline. Nice carry by number 18, Rico McMullen. Nice little juke right there.
And that's going to bring up first down and 10. Ball looks to be right outside the 13-yard line.
So the Thrashers knocking at the door early here.
Yeah, and a very, just a methodical drive. They had the one big pass play, but, been under center, using multiple formations.
Taylor under center. Pitch out to the left side. Oh,
wow.
Good fight right there by number 12, Kevin Williams, but just not enough to get away.
I mean, he gets his hand down right there. If he can push back up, he might score. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play, bring up second down and 11. Nice defense right there by the Cobras. Didn't get outflanked, Coach. Were able to set the edge and turn that toss back inside.
Yeah, I thought he was going to cut back. I thought there might be a seam show up, but when he stopped, there was nowhere to go. And
we're getting close to right now having, 5 minutes on the clock right here. Or a 5-minute drive.
I was looking at the clock myself.
I mean, they've just taken the ball and marched it.
Taylor drops back, lets it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. Is that a flag down the end zone?
I don't think so. I think that's just a marking.
That's a yellow marking? Okay. So, nice defense there by the Cobras.
Third down and 11 right here after the incomplete pass, 9:28 to go. And, not really knowing much about what the Thrashers have from a, kicking standpoint, you're looking at, what we would consider 4-down territory. So you've got 2 to get 11, so you'd probably want to take.
So get half of it back.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor adjusts the formation. And I don't think it's going to matter because I think they're going to call the defense for offsides.
I think you're correct. I think it should be 3rd and 6.
That's a lot more manageable.
And a great, disciplined play by the Thrashers offense right there.
Although I would still be very upset because the quarterback dropped the ball.
And then realized that perhaps maybe I should pick it up, and in doing so, gave a nice little shoulder to the defensive end. I'm just going to tell you that there are certain things that you don't want to do, and sometimes you don't want to make those guys that are rushing you have any extra incentive.
No doubt.
You want to tell them how awesome they are, pat them on the back at every chance
hey, man,
you
you're
get.
playing really well. I just thought I'd let you know.
You are a great individual. I'm so glad we get to share the field today. Please don't kill me. Please do not hit me. Anytime you feel the need to hit me, just decide that it was, a mistake. So 3rd and 6 right here after the penalty.
Taylor in the gun. There's a snap. Fakes. Pulls down. Gets outside. And he's got the first down. Nice run by number 2, Taylor. He's going to be run out of bounds by number 20, Sterling Taylor for the Cobras.
So we have Taylor on Taylor violence there.
Yeah, that's what that was. And we're in the Score 58 Network red zone right here. I tell you what, this has been really good by the Thrashers.
A very, 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 very efficient drive.
Gentlemen, 9 plays. 4 first downs.
I mean, it's been as efficient.
30 yards rushing, 34 yards passing.
So you're telling me
It's kind of balanced.
that it's very balanced.
So you're saying
I'm
there's a
telling
chance.
It's not. I can't get that balanced. And I mean, no.
Taylor under center, play action fake, boots out.
Oh, just left him.
And he's in there.
And the
Touchdown, Thrasher.
Thrashers take the early lead. And that is, I mean, look at that, Coach. Over 5 minutes of possession on the opening drive, and just look at everybody on the defense there. Hey, who's got the ball? One person knew who had the ball. One person.
And he wasn't able to make the play.
I mean, he's on an island out there. I mean, what an efficient, well-constructed drive right there by the Thrashers.
Looks like maybe somebody's down.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is it's a Cobra. It is
Looks like
indeed.
there may be 2 Cobras down.
All right, good. He's up. Right there, hey, you can see the power rankings. The Cobra's number 2. The Thrashers number 4. Then the Crescent City Kings right there at that 1 spot. The Columbus Storm number 3. Mississippi Dynasty number 5. I'm familiar with all of those teams, as I am the Predators and the Airmen and the Blackhawks. The Florida Falcons I'm less familiar with. And who was number 5 or number 6?
I was looking at all of the stuff that you were talking about. My brain went completely numb.
I know. And we get a Columbus Storm matchup versus the Georgia Knolls next week. So, and we'll talk about all our matchups here for the 12th of March. It's going to be a crazy week in the APDFL action. Oh, did he really kick that over? All right, gentlemen.
Oh, that's very
That's
nice.
impressive because
It is. Look at the replay.
He drops the ball down
This
onto
is his drop kick.
He drops it down onto his side.
This got to be a 3-point play.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
it
it
was
down.
beautiful.
Oh, he got it down. Never mind. I stand corrected.
He handled.
I know.
He handled a difficult snap.
Maya Barrett, great job on the producing. Give us 3 angles on that part. So they all smiling about that. It's like, how did you get that down? I don't know. I mean, I get what I did.
That was pretty amazing.
Craig, you used to hold snaps, correct?
Yes, sir, I did.
What went through your mind during that situation? Because that's the one thing that I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to do. I could not snap extra point field goals. I could not snap punts. But nobody was ever going to ask an offensive lineman to hold for extra points. But what were you thinking in that situation?
First thing I was thinking is make sure that I get my front leg down so that if somebody falls into me, I don't get folded.
Okay.
Second thing I was thinking of is just make sure I get it on the tee and spin the laces.
Okay.
because-
Laces out.
Laces out.
I did not
Laces
want,
out.
I did not want to.
I'll tell you where Dan Marino should go.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to have to look up to Brooke
None of your business.
and him be looking at me going,
I know. BDJ would not have been happy about
No, he
that.
would not have.
Nor Max Norton.
"Nope,
And we're throwing names out here on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We're live. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, bringing you Score 58 Network. We got an APDFL showdown between number 2 and number 4. The Georgia Cobras taking on the Georgia Thrashers out of Duluth, Georgia. It's 7-0. Hey, look at the drive. Okay, gentlemen, do you want to run an offense like this?
absolutely, absolutely."
Oh, it's not a failed. I apologize.
39. It's 39 pass, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't finish it because I got excited. So I'm gonna delete the outcome.
That'd be a heck of a drive right there.
67 yards, 33 rushing, 93 passing. I can't even get anything right
It's
now,
all right.
gentlemen.
It was 39, man, or 30 or 40, whatever.
Hey, it's reversed, man. I'll get it
I
right
know.
here in a minute.
I know, man. I'm with you.
But it's 5 minutes and 15 minutes, or 5 minutes and 15.
Seconds.
Thank you, Adam Collins.
You're welcome.
79, take it to the house. Let's go.
All right. Quick throw out to his right side. Going to be gobbled up right there by number 21, Jamal Simmons. He just made the play on the kickoff as well.
And that's going to be a loss of 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 14. We were talking about holding, and I had it as 1st and goal. I don't think it was 1st and goal where they were at.
No.
So there we go. 33 rush, 34 pass. I mean, as efficient as you could want to be. 5 minutes and 15 seconds of possession. I mean, just as good as it can get right there.
Uh-oh. Looked like somebody mistimed the snap right there. They're going to say somebody moved. Okay.
Really?
I mean, I'll take his word for it.
He gets paid the big bucks to do that.
Indeed he does. He gets to wear the white hat.
Like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. Cool shade stunner, yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break it down.
All right, there's snap. Deion drops. Lets it fly. Contested ball right there. I thought that might be a pick.
I ain't going to lie to you. When he threw it, I thought it was a pick.
That pass broken up by Jesse Riverio. Really nice job getting up and kind of just getting the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, maybe this is the game within the game, the Cobra offense.
Well, did you see where he had to throw that ball from, Coach? The pressure up front was –
yeah, he was definitely having to retreat.
he was in a bad situation. But I'm not going to jump to any kind of conclusion because we've seen games start like this.
And then just a score and waylay opens up.
And they completely flip from one to the other.
Graham dropping. Fires it out. Looks like a little screen. Nice play choice. Really nice. Good, tough run right there by number 6. Gerard Lewis brought down by Cedric Robinson, number 1.
I mean, just a great call.
I mean, we talk about that all the time. You know, if you've got a team that can really pressure you, screens will eat them up unless they have somebody that sits on the screen. I can remember when I was a kid, it'd just be the biggest defensive lineman. He sat on the line of scrimmage looking for the screen. That was his job. Well, looks like maybe it's going to be offside on the defense. I think they're making an argument that he got back and did not make contact. So we'll see what the officials have to say here. He definitely crossed into the neutral zone, but I didn't see anybody move, and I didn't see him make contact with anybody. So he should have been able to get back.
I agree.
Well, they're going to have a conversation about it. All right, they're still trying to make sure they get it right here. They're going to wave it off, as would have been my recommendation. And so now it's still 1st and 10 for the Cobras. Remember, they just had that big play on the screen. Got a double stack look.
This is a run.
Graham gives off the right side.
Give him 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Nice run there by number 6, Gerard Lewis. Brought down by number 1, Cedric Robinson. It's a little alarming when your safety's making too many tackles, though.
Yeah, but it was that was at 3 yards.
Yeah.
So one of two things has got to happen. He's either playing in that area of the field where he's designated to be that guy that's